So you got to be careful that you don't, once this happens once, you're not trying to chase it to happen again and again and again. Because I do believe you lose authenticity. I'm sure I've said this before. This is a fake world. Social media is a fake world for the most part. I absolutely pride myself. What you see is what you get. What you see on this camera is how I talk when the camera's off. Like, I'm Patrice. This is not a front. This is not a character. This is me. And if I ever get to a point where I have to be a character, I'm bowing the fuck out. I can't be nobody but myself. If me ain't good enough, period.
Hey you, welcome to Shades of Content, a show that teaches entrepreneurs how to effectively use content to market their business and stay content while doing it. I'm your host, Patrice, a wife, a mom of 3, and a 15-year public relations and marketing professional who decided to open a brick and mortar content studio 4 years ago. And I honestly haven't looked back since. Join me as I share my experiences and the experiences of other entrepreneurs who, like me, are navigating this maze of owning a business, running a family, and trying to stay sane and healthy while doing it. I'll tell you, it's an amazingly challenging journey, but I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. See you soon.
Outsource everything. Outsource everything. Let me tell you all the things that I outsource. I have my clothes picked up and washed and delivered and folded. I don't wash clothes on a consistent basis anymore because I have these 2 little humans who have lots of clothes that they get messy. So I use a company. We put all their dirty clothes in and then they come. I schedule it on the app. They come and pick the clothes up. They drop it off the next day. I also outsource my cleaning. I have a cleaning lady. Now I'll clean up, like, we'll vacuum. We'll do the simple stuff every other day or so. But I have my cleaning lady come to our house once a month and clean the house top to bottom. Because that is just not something that I have time to do. Just like I don't have time to be sitting and folding clothes. Like, that ain't the best use of my time. Obviously, some things I like to just pick up myself. But for the most part, we're Instacarting it. So we're outsourcing things. This podcast that you're listening to, I have a team that comes in and does the physical recording and the audio. And then I have a VA in the Philippines. Shout out to Aileen. And she's been great.
That's right, busy mompreneurs. Now is the time to outsource everything. And I have created the How to Find a Virtual Assistant e-guide that can literally take you from doing everything to doing none of the things. Tap the link in the show notes. Not only do I give you the tips to finding the perfect virtual assistant, but I also list 20 plus companies that are reputable, highly recommended, and you can access them immediately to get your virtual assistant found and hired. Tap the link in the show notes for your How to Find a Virtual Assistant guide. Can't wait to help you move through life with more contentment.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shades of Content. I'm your host, Patrice Camo, and this is the show that teaches Black millennial mompreneurs how to better market their business using content, of course, and how to stay more content. What does contentment mean? Contentment is that place of peaceful satisfaction, because I do believe that that is possible, but I also believe that it is hard for women like us who have so many things on our plate to get there. And so I hope that in these episodes, you find better ways to market your business and or find better ways to live in contentment. Contentment does not mean complacency. I did a post on that maybe 2 months ago. I don't know. But there's a very huge difference. Being complacent means just settling. Being content, again, means peacefully satisfied with where you are through the ups and the downs. Just understanding that this is part of the process. Let's roll with it. Let's pivot. Let's do what we need to do. That is one thing that I do all the time. And if you're a mompreneur, you probably do it too. Because there's just things that we do that most people don't have to worry about. I'm going to get right into this episode. Happy April. April showers bring May flowers. I don't know if we're going to have a rainy April. We did not get any snow this winter. Wild. But it was cold a couple days. And I'm like, if you're going to be this cold, God damn it, snow. Okay. Give me something to look at. But we are going to discuss this on this episode. We're going to discuss going viral. It's April 7th. And transparency moment. You're getting these episodes probably 2 or 3 weeks after I record, right? I batch record. That's how we do it in the podcast world. Okay. I batch record. This is literally the same thing I had on in last week's episode because we recorded them back to back. That's just how these things go. And then we drip out the content so you can have things every week to look forward to. There we go. But around, actually on my son's birthday, March 19th, which was also the show's 3-year anniversary, which I never really celebrated, but that's I'm doing the best I can. I was really sick. I had strep throat. I was in the bed the entire day. The day before, I had a big Sweet 16 for my son, and then I came home and was really, really sick the whole day after. Like shivering, night sweats, fever, sore throat, all the things. The next day, I went to the doctor, found out I had strep throat. But go back to so the 19th was when I found out when I felt horrible. That was also the anniversary. The 20th is when I went to the doctor. But on the 19th, I was like, okay, Patrice, you're down. You're not really active, doing anything. You ain't do nothing the day before or the 2 days before because you was planning your son's birthday. You need to post some content. So I posted a clip from a past episode, right? Because what my virtual assistant does, she just takes the video and she pulls clips. And then we release those clips every couple days to just promote people going back to the YouTube or the audio platform to hear the full episode. So I released one of the clips, which was about outsourcing. Okay. That full episode, I think it's episode 111. It's about 3 contentment hacks. That clip went viral. Okay. I'm pulling up my phone right now. Again, we're 2 weeks behind. We're 2 weeks ahead of schedule right now. I'm pulling up my phone right now, and that clip is at 93K views. Wild. I've never had anything happen like that before. 230 comments. It's been shared almost 1,900 times, almost 6,000 likes. And when you hear this, I don't know where it's going to be. It's very bizarre to me. I know I see this happen all the time in the space, but yeah, it's very interesting. So the post goes viral. I have no idea that it's happening. Thankfully, that post is connected to a podcast where we want people to click the link and listen. But as I'm going through and I'm realizing that when you go, also, I'm kind of laughing at myself because I do one thing one time and I'm like, I'm about to create an episode on it and I'm finna be a goddamn expert on that shit, right? Period. So there's probably many people out here that can tell you what to do when you go viral, all those things. I am basing this episode purely on what I learned in 4 days of this kind of very interesting, not really a whirlwind because it's not like my life changed. It's just way more people saw me, way more people started reaching out as a result of this clip, something that I do every single day. And you know what's crazy, Ty? Ty is my engineer, y'all. He's here. Is that my friend told me last week, texted me and was like, you're going to be all right. Everything's fine. You got this. I'm proud of you. You're consistent. I'm going to put the text. I'm going to put a screenshot of the text right here. I don't know if I'm putting it right. I'm going to put a screenshot of the text. Is that the right way? Y'all going to see a screenshot of the text show up. Sent me that text last week. And then we talked on the phone and he was just like, yo, just stay consistent. It's only going to take one thing to hit and it's going to blow up. And I was like, bet, I'm going to stay consistent anyway. So for this to happen a week later, wild. Again, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So the thing goes viral. I'm like, okay, we'll just have people go to the website or to the YouTube, watch the thing. But I'm like, no, I need to be capturing these people's emails. No, that wasn't the first thing. The first thing I realized, I said, people got to buy this ebook. The ebook was actually already available, but you would have had to click the link to either watch the YouTube or listen to the audio platform and then go down to the show notes and then click the ebook. Way too many steps. That's clicking the link in the bio, clicking the platform to see the show or listen to the show, and then going down to the show notes. 3 steps. People leaving left and right. Okay. So I'm like, no, I got to put the link in my immediate, you need to get the link immediately. So I very quickly changed the link in my bio on Instagram to the direct link to buy the ebook. And I'm like, no, I need to get people's email address because email is capital. Okay. And actually I have a whole list here and I'm kind of going on a tangent. So the first thing that you need to do when you go viral, you've gone viral, now what? The first thing you need to do is have an email capture, period. Do not have these people go to whatever you want them to go to. Don't have them go to your website. Don't have them go to your YouTube. Don't have them go to your, none of that. Tell them to click the link in the bio and say email address. That's it. And then that landing page is to say something like, get a free this or get tips here. Create something, I don't fucking know. And maybe you just create it and have it on deck for when you do go viral, you can quickly swap out the link. But you absolutely need to have a system for capturing all the email addresses or as many email addresses as possible. Because at this point, this video has been viewed probably, when you hear this, probably 100,000 times. Am I going to capture everybody's email? No. But if even just 10%, if 10% of the people, and yeah, I'm not really good on math, so yeah. If 10% of the views click that link and just give me their email address, I'm not asking them for anything. I'm promising something to them. That's 10,000 email addresses. Pretty solid email list. Okay, so in order to prepare to go viral, make sure you have some type of landing page with an email capture ready to go on deck. Do not send people directly to what the end goal is. You got to nurture them, get their email, and then you kind of start a sequence. I'm not an expert on that. I'm hopefully going to have somebody on the show to talk about that very soon. That is a world, again, I'm not an expert on, but I at least know, have a landing page. I love Flowdesk. Flowdesk is the email marketing system that I use. I know there's ClickFunnels. I know there's Klaviyo. I'm not ready to go all the way because those are a little more complicated. I love Flowdesk. There's a link in the show notes for you to try Flowdesk for, I think, free, or maybe like half off your first trial. Anyway, tap the link if you need some type of landing page email marketing support system. I've been using Flowdesk for about 3 years and I like it. Easy to use, easy peasy. Okay, the next thing that you should do or have on deck when you go viral is to have some type of automated DM answer system. So in your caption, you should be able to say DM content, DM SOC, DM whatever your keyword is, DM that to you. And also, I'm only talking Instagram here, guys. I'm not talking TikTok or anything else. But when people read that in the caption for whatever the piece of content is, they're going to DM you. And then there's systems. I don't know the systems offhand, but if I find one by the time this episode is live, I will put a link in the show notes. Correction. If I find one that allows me to have an affiliate code, I will put the link in the show notes. Otherwise, Google. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let me know, guys, if you take your vitamins daily. Tap that poll right there and let me know if you take them daily or if you don't. I just got an email that my package, my Care of monthly subscription package of vitamins is ready, and I'm so excited. Some of the benefits that I've noticed since taking the Care of vitamins and supplements is, first off, the skin is giving. I'm also a lot more rested when I wake up in the morning because I take the sleep supplements. I'm also doing one of the immunity vitamins, which has definitely helped me stay not sick. Y'all know I got these little kids and they carry germs like nobody's business. The other biggest thing for me is convenience. So it comes packaged in this really nice box, and all I have to do is every day just pull my vitamins. Like, I don't have to pull every bottle and decide what vitamin to take. Like, I just pull out my little vitamin and supplement pack, and there it is. It's so easy. It's so convenient. Make sure you tap the link to get 50% off your first Care of order. Care of me and Care of. You're gonna love it, promise. Set that up so they can DM you, and then they're automatically sent a link to whatever it is that you want them to do. So at this point, maybe your link in bio is whatever that landing page link is, but then they've DM'd you, and that link is going straight to their DM. And people love the DMs. People checking the DMs, right? So they then send you that DM and they get the automated link and they're clicking it. You don't have to do anything. You haven't touched it. It's automated. It's a process that is helping you build out your email list, your leads, all of those things. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have an email landing page set up to capture emails. Second thing you want to do is have some type of DM automated answering service that can be talking for you, because in these last couple of days, I've had a lot of DMs, right? People asking me the same question. Y'all learn how to read captions, bro. Like, read captions. Whenever I'm about to ask somebody something via email, via work, via text, I always go back to make sure they didn't answer it already. But I guess people don't do that anymore because we're in this age of getting something quick. I had to say so many times, it's in the caption, it's in the caption, it's in the caption. And I don't feel bad because y'all need to read. And also, I don't feel bad because I need y'all to spend as much time as possible on that post so the algorithm feels like it's valuable. So read the caption, read the caption, read the caption. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. But if I had the automated DM system set up, it would have probably been a lot more seamless. I wouldn't even have to talk to them because it was happening automatically. All right. Third tip. What a segue. Be ready to answer DMs and comments. Just be ready. And so, yes, there might be the added system when they DM a certain code word, they'll get this thing. But there's going to be people who DM you asking you something else. Somebody literally DM'd me asking for a suggestion. And then they was like, how can I pray for you? I said, okay. So you're going to get DMs and messages that aren't directly asking you for the information that is connected to that automated thing. And you're going to get messages and you're going to get, you're going to get comments under said post where people are just saying, hey, girl, I agree with you. That makes a lot of sense. Well, what do you think about this? You're going to get those. You need to be commenting immediately. And I know that because I was recently listening, I take in content news all the time. I was recently listening to somebody on TikTok say they had a meeting with Instagram, right? No bull. She, a white girl, had a meeting with Instagram because she's an influencer. The fact that she's sharing Instagram tips on TikTok is hilarious to me. But she went on her TikTok page and had a whole list of all the things that Instagram told her they want us to do. And one of those tips was to comment immediately. Like the comments. Comment back immediately when people are leaving comments under your post. Why? Because they'll see that you liked it and then they're going to go back to the post. They'll see that you replied and then they're going to go back to the post. So it's just bringing people back to your content, which further helps you grow, which further pushes your content up the algorithm, which further makes more people see you. It's literally a domino effect. The more you engage, you're rewarded for said engagement. And so now that I've seen this post go viral, am I chasing it? So that's one thing you got to watch, that you're not chasing this moment again. I had a conversation with my girl, Rhonda. Hey, baby. She is the co-host of the Relationship Restored podcast. She co-hosted with Dre. I don't know Dre's last name, but they're doing great. They're doing amazing numbers. And we were just talking about the whole viral thing. And she was sharing with me how one of the most random posts, unrelated to her podcast, like unrelated to her being an amazing event host, went viral. And she was just like, it makes absolutely no sense. And nothing has hit those numbers, right, since. But that viral post brought an influx of new audience members. And I saw her go from 6K to 12K very quickly. Since this post, I've gained 484 new followers in 4 days. That has never happened to me before. And so now these are 484 new people. No, they're not all a part of my audience, but they're new people who are seeing me and who are going to be engaging with the content. So I went on a tangent there. I have to ensure that I check myself and I am not trying to go viral. I am not trying to reinvent this. I'm going to keep creating my content. I'm going to be tweaking how I produce it, how I talk to make sure I put the question up here and then I give the info and then I give the call to action. I'm learning, right? I'm making sure that the headline that you see in that box pulls you in. I'm making sure the first thing that I say when that video comes in your For You search page is something that captures you. I'm being more strategic with how I clip things. Absolutely. But I'm not chasing being viral. Some people do that, probably. I'm not judging at all. So you got to be careful that you don't, once this happens once, you're not trying to chase it to happen again and again and again, because I do believe you lose authenticity. I'm sure I've said this before. This is a fake world. Social media is a fake world for the most part. I absolutely pride myself. What you see is what you get. What you see on this camera is how I talk when the camera's off. Like, I'm Patrice. This is not a front. This is not a character. This is me. And if I ever get to a point where I have to be a character, I'm bowing the fuck out. I can't be nobody but myself. If me ain't good enough, period. That's the clip. That is definitely going to be on the that shit probably ain't gonna go viral. You think it go viral, Ty? It will. Period. Can you put your middle finger up on social media? On YouTube, you could do that. My husband always laughs at me when I put my middle finger up because he's like, it's so little. Anyway, that's it for this episode, y'all. Yeah, listen, I told y'all we're going to keep it coming with the short episodes. I want you to get the information you need, and I want you to go on with your day. Share this episode. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube if you're watching. Follow the show if you're listening on an audio platform. Rate and review the show. I'm going to stop asking for the rate and reviews because it's given desperate. And when you're given desperate, nothing comes to you. And we're all about abundance over here. So if you do so feel inclined to tell and share how this show or this episode has helped you be a better mompreneur, be a better content marketer, just be more content, let me know. I would love to hear from you. I do answer DMs. I don't have an assistant yet. Yeah, I do still answer DMs. I'm not too Hollywood yet. But if we're talking about outsourcing, I do need to bring on some help. My husband just said to me the other day, like, yo, we need a personal assistant for this house. And he's right. Or maybe he could just pull a little more weight. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Connect. Everything you need is in the show notes. Also, I released a really, really amazing ebook. You heard the ad for it earlier. 10 content mint hacks for busy mompreneurs. Very easy read. Everything in there is something that I do. Everything in there is something that I do. I didn't make it up. It is real. It is real life. It has helped me. Have I reached the highest level of contentment? No. But I stand by the tips that are in the book. Tap the link below. Get yourself a copy. Buy a copy for somebody else. It's an electronic digital product, so you're not going to get a refund because once you buy it, you have it. So yeah, no refunds. It's very reasonably priced though. Okay. So support your girl in that way. Oh, we also have the Shades of Content community, which I haven't talked about yet. It'd be so much. I invest a lot of my time and a lot of money in this show. Okay. So if you, again, do feel so inclined to support by making a monetary donation to be a part of this community, $3, $5, $8, $10 per month to help offset some of the costs, it would be greatly appreciated. Members will be invited to participate in live recordings. So usually it's just me and my team, but I want to start inviting people into the space so I can interact with you. And so you can just see how we put it all together. You'll get shout outs. On the show. You'll get discounts if you want to advertise your business on said show. So there are definitely some perks there. And I feel like $3 a month. I spend more than that a day on coffee. I spend $6.36 for my coffee, right? So let's put it in perspective. I would appreciate it. And whether you support in that way financially or not, I still love you for tuning in, because also watching, listening, sharing, it all matters. And I appreciate you. Happy, 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 happy April. Have an amazing weekend. Do something beautiful for yourself. Do something to make yourself feel good. That might mean working out. That might mean going for a walk. That might mean taking yourself out to dinner. That might mean taking an edible. That might mean dropping your kids off at their grandmother or their auntie house or their skirt. That might mean dropping your kids off at their grandfather's house or their uncle's house, because the whole patriarchal society bullshit is wearing me down. Whole other conversation for another episode. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.
All right, now, y'all, don't forget to connect with Shades of Content on Instagram at Shades of Content, and with me, Patrice Camo, at Patrice Camo. And also be sure to rate this show, leave a review, and subscribe, because that's actually the only way that we're going to grow. I'll see you next week.